I'm not ready yet. Hang on 1 minute here. Look at the monkey. I'm getting ready. It was time, and I got my breakfast down. And taking care of getting myself stage ready here. I forgot to I forgot to I wasn't completely ready. Oh, yeah, I was listening to the regular stuff I watch on YouTube and fixing breakfast, getting that done, and my sinuses were bothering me a little bit. Hey, Whoopi. Hey, Maria. Yeah, I'm almost ready here. Certain things you gotta have ready before streaming, I guess, and I wasn't ready. I hit the start button before I realized I wasn't ready to start. But meanwhile, I'm gonna go over some stuff on triangulation and stuff. I got this, Treasures Utah book, and it has a lot of symbols and things. I'm going to go over that stuff here in a minute when I find what I'm looking for here. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Do I have to go out in the car and get one? Do I? It's not here. Well, let's go outside. Let's go outside. And I'm going to have a little, we're going to use this today in the video. I have a Lenovo tablet. I'm not looking away from you. I'm looking for something. There. That's what I'm looking for. I wasn't ready. I told you I wasn't ready. But I tried to take told everybody 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I'm trying to, let them know, hey, I'm going to be on at 3 o'clock. Kind of to let others know that, hey, man, that's my slot. Don't be streaming. Well, I claimed 3 o'clock on Sunday because you all stole my 7 o'clock Sunday night. And now the people that stole my 7 o'clock Sunday night start streaming before my 3 o'clock on Sunday. See, and I only got 3 people. Because people are more interested in the poker than the chase. They're more interested in the celebrity vloggers and all that than truly anything really to do with the chase. Forrest Fenn's chase isn't about vices like gambling and stuff like that. And anybody saying anything? I got 4 people watching. If this thing doesn't get up over 10, if it don't get up over 10, then I'm gonna end early, and I'll come back on at 6. I think they'll be done by then. I guess that drunk house husband, he's, I guess, streaming too or something. I don't know. Now I'm ready. Oh, I've been working on art and stuff like that. When you're out there searching and you see something and it seems odd, or you don't even realize that, hey, there's 3 of those. There's 3 of those. I can make a triangle with that. And you see in here, the triangles and stuff. This is in the Treasures of Utah. It's in the Mysteries of the Old West. It's Daniel Lowe book. He's not very responsive when you communicate with him. But here's some more triangulation stuff. What's it all mean? You know, why doesn't this line come through this here? You know, kind of odd. And the things that they've used for targets and stuff to make their triangle, it's very easy to miss one because there's so many symbols out there in the rocks, and finding the treasure, you're looking for symbols on rocks and stuff. You hear 1, 2, 3 triangle. 1, 2, 3. The triangle has 3 points. So I'm trying to figure out with my triangle in my search where see, other words, here's the 3 points for the triangle, and the target is just inside the triangle there. So my area between my 3 points, it was maybe the size of a basketball court, So it wouldn't take a lot to metal detect that size area. And I'll look for something in that triangle, like the large tree or big rock shaped like a ball of string or something. And then he uses these things called turtle caches. That's a pile of rocks shaped like a turtle. And boom, right in the middle looks like his target. Oh, question mark right in the middle. What's in the middle between the 3 points? Oh, my back hurts. I need somebody maybe about 130 pounds or something to walk on my back. Wow. Seen something in one of his photos of a rock that he wasn't talking about in the picture, but it's there. Some people can see stuff better than the others. The Lady of Elche. So that's more recent in the last couple thousand years that stuff like this is carved. And so you gotta realize that the older stuff is very eroded. You open the window a little more there. We're gonna go outside too. And here's a girl dressed like the statue you just saw. Yeah, he picks up on some of the shapes. A lot of people, I see, but they don't see the other 100 shapes that are in there. Okay. Now I'm going to go at the point of the book. I'm not seeing more triangles, so I'm going to go back and read about some of that. You would not believe how many times the golden ratio represents itself in this layout. That's what the golden ratio and stuff. And see there, you got golden ratio. That's a gold treasure. And these are, you can call them Spanish petroglyphs. Now the stuff I've that I found out here. I get people say Spaniards, 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 Spaniards. Okay, I'm looking at stuff that's from 12,000 BC, 14,000 years old. There were no Spaniards. Spain didn't exist then. You know, people go, oh, what do you mean Spain didn't exist? It's like, get a clue, dude. 14,000 years ago, there was no Spain. There was no Europe. There was no England. There was no France. There was no Germany. Nothing. No United States. This land was called Atlantis. And he's got some, stone poles, pillars. And a stone pillar up there. Oh, but look at this one. This one's kind of like my Fairy Hills thing. And you don't know how long those have been stacked like that. I found a stack of rocks covered with lichens, and in between the rocks there were no lichens, meaning them rocks were stacked there for a long time, maybe up to 1,000 years. If there were lichens in between the rocks, I would have known somebody more recently stacked them up. But there were no lichens because lichens don't grow in between the rocks. They grow out on the surface, usually in the shade. A lot of them in the sunshine. See a lot of dead lichens in the sunshine. See, like something on a tree, it'd be Spaniard, from Spanish or whatever. Boy, it's hot in here. I need a drink. My tea. When you put the dentures in, and you get this gluey taste from the grip in there, it's good to drink a little warm tea or coffee or something, warm liquid. It kind of makes the glue settle or set. Is 2963. Okay, but we're thinking mirrors, right? 9 clues. Nine clues, 6 targets, or 6 no, not 6 targets, 3 targets. I can't remember what I said. But Davio picked up on what I said, you know. I don't think Davio's figured out who I am and all of it. 9,639 feet. Hey, there you go. That's another solution. I'm where I'm searching is near that. I will look and see. What is my 9,639 feet? It is in my search area. Yeah, but it's up the hill more than I think you would climb in my search area, because my search area, you're going to start at about 8,800 feet, 8,850 feet, somewhere in there. So I think it's about 8,800 feet. Oh, just over that. And my back is, oh man. I have 21 bone spurs in my T-spine. Yeah, it's occasionally it's a pain in my back. I like my shirt, the Grim Reaper. Don't fear the reaper. I seen Blue Oyster Cult at the Royal Gorge in 2016. Camped with my RV right nearby the Royal Gorge, free camping at county free camping 2 weeks. Get the notifications when you go live. You click the bell. I know after I click the bell, I get a notification when Davio comes on. It comes up where the messages and all are on YouTube. No fear. Yeah. People, I'm probably hacked. When I was watching Davio, I had to restart the YouTube like 6 times because the chat would be going and then it stopped and nothing happening. And when I refresh it, there were 20 people that posted and it wouldn't show it to me. So somebody is hacking the YouTube and the visibility and all that of people like me. They don't want you to know that I'm doing a video. They don't want you to get the good information. They want to direct you to the idiots. That'd be the Cape Row and Cow. And core samples of trees. What else in your book, Dan? There's a swastika on a tree pointing to some black circle here. Those are things you know. It's hard. You're out there and you don't see the subtle things like this is a tree. You might but it's what's it say? 1736 stuff in a tree. Look, there's a guy standing here. Here's his eyes, his mouth. I don't know what they were drawn. It's 1736 on there. I found one that wasn't quite that much deformation in the tree, in the bark. But I found an 1850s one, and that coincides with the time of Albert Brown when he had robbed a payroll or something. Black Oak Hawk. That one's easy to see. Black Oak Hawk. That's almost like Blanca. Here's some on a unusual tree markings. Not just an F. There's the JF. Okay. So there's probably other information on the internet better about triangulation, and but basically inside that triangle that is there, you know. Oh, the other, I gotta find a pen, draw this, draw it on my Geico stuff. Oh, and then the pen runs out of ink. These Chinese pens. You know what? When they start making this stuff in America again, we're gonna have good pens. Give it about 4 years, and you can get an American-made computer. You know. So you got your triangle, and the poem is as above, so below, right? So you got your apex of the pair of your triangle, and so below would be inverted over here, would be your target, or the opposite of this one up here, or the opposite of this one over here. You know, those would be, that's a clue. Like Thoth said that under the pyramid, in the just opposite of the apex, down in the ground, he's got a spaceship under the pyramid. That's what Thoth says. There's a spaceship under the pyramid down here, in the reverse inverted of the apex. As above, so below. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of, okay, don't go with it. Then you're going to be out there clueless. You need ideas that you don't think of normally. You know, Forrest didn't put it where you would think he would normally. You know, and also I wonder. Oh, okay, try and get my arms back there. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. It went right up to my neck. A little better. Damn, hackers. Yeah, hackers are, they keep my audience low. Yeah. Well, I didn't put it, I gotta, put up ahead of time when I'm going live, I guess. Announcing it on when I stream isn't enough. But look, I got 12 people watching while and I went over the 10 that I said if it didn't hit 10 after a bit of time here that I'd come back at 6 tonight. And I'm considering doing if I do a random stream other than Sunday or Thursday, I'll do them after midnight. Those will be after midnight. A lot of people, I'll be sleeping. Just watch it when you're awake, you know. What the hell? All I have is J.A. Street. Whoopee. Comment. Hey, Jason, Dent, Sasha, how you doing? Waiting to. Yeah, my most excellent target, an excellent target. You know what a benchmark on a topo map is an X with the elevation next to it. It'll have an X in black and the elevation in black print right next to it. That's a benchmark on a topo map. And what Forrest, in his mind, because he's going to twist it, he's forced to twist that benchmark. In my opinion, a benchmark is a picnic bench. They don't always call them. They call them picnic bench or picnic table. You know, one or the other. It's the same thing. But it's also the banquet table at the end of life. Is that his banquet table ain't gonna be in a dining room. It's gonna be in the forest. His banquet table at the end of life is in a forest. And what do banquet tables look like in the forest? They look like picnic tables. And I actually this place where my triangle is, I metal detected around there. I didn't even find a bottle cap because somebody had been there metal detecting that area before, looking for the The reason there were no bottle caps is somebody went through there with a metal detector and cleaned them all out. Hey, Maria. Yeah, I think I saw you here. I thought you'd be here. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. Oh, that yeah, I want to go out and I want to show you my Lenovo tablet that we're gonna have fun with this. It's opening up good through it. So I just pushed the power button to turn this on. Now watch how this is why this tablet is on death row. You know, see, I turned it on. It's starting, but you'll see I have good reasons for what I'm about to do. This is going to be some excitement in the chase here. Still watch it just got that part. It's going to still take forever sitting on that screen. And just ridiculous. If I tell it to update an app, it's like half an hour. So, there's my peace pipe art. So, yeah, I tried setting this one up because I was going to, it'll run on the USB, and USB, I can, the battery, it'll charge. I don't have to run the generator to use my USB things because they'll charge up. But yeah, I don't like to this, but this thing's a real piece of shit, Lenovo. And it's so frustrating. It aggravates me so much that I don't want it. What I got is I got this Verizon one. This Verizon one is my grandkids. And this one, for $10 a month, I can get this one set up on my Verizon account, and I get the same speed as my phone. So they'll be separate right off the 4G, both of them, and I'll be able to, for instance, if Davio's, I don't think Davio probably ain't watching. He's probably, I don't know, out doing something else right now. But for instance, I'll put it on a little stand, and I can have a guest on what's it called? Skype. On Skype or on Facebook chat or something. I can have a guest on here, and you can see them, and that way I can have guests on the show without using Zoom. And blah. So, yeah, don't take this one out and pop it. We're gonna take this one out and pop it. Let's go do it. Because I'm so sick of it. I can get the memory card out later. that ain't gonna affect things. So, whew, nice cool air. Hi, Jack. There he is. What are you doing, Jack? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, kisses. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. So we're going to set that up there. And we'll give you a good view of it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah. There we go. Why is that not working? Why is that not working? Let me see. There we go. There we go. That Lenovo will never bother me again. Wow, that was pretty good. Look at that. Yeah, boom, boom. What the hell? Look, they didn't go through. They bounced off. The fucking bullets bounced off it. That is some Gorilla Glass. Oh, my ears are still ringing. Yeah. What the hell? It bounced off the screen. I hit that. Those were 45 hollow points. Wow. Bounced off. Didn't go through. Didn't go through it. This one went through. It was up on the edge. So if you're under attack by a gunman and you have a Lenovo tablet, that's what they're good for, a shield. Boom, boom. Things are bulletproof. My God. Look at that. Now let's get the memory card out. Where'd it go? Ooh. Did I come close to the memory card? No. There it is. Yeah, I didn't come close to the memory card. But I was so sick of this freaking tablet. It had a lousy camera. You buy one tomorrow. This was at Walmart. It was like $100 tablet. And it's so freaking slow. It's so damn slow that it does nothing but frustrate me. I had to do that. Yeah, hackers. You know, it was one of those things you don't even want to put on eBay and sell it to somebody else and make them suffer through trying to use it. I have a HP 17-inch laptop that had about the same fate. That's 45 ACP hollow point. Did not go through the Lenovo. Wow. It did up here. What's different up here is this is the edge of the PC board. So the PC board, the carbon fiber or whatever, I don't know. But this tablet won't turn on anymore now. Throw it over there. And I emptied my machine. Oh, he'll be back. It'll be quiet. Yeah, I wonder. I'd go out there. I bet those bullets are sitting right there. They'd bloom and flatten out and sat right there. I bet. I'll find them with my metal detector. Yeah, on the fringes. You can get through on the fringes. Oh, now there's something that I better not do that before I go do this. Good morning. Can you tell the difference between a Corona cough and a 420 cough? And I got me some beef jerky again. And the thing about beef jerky, gotta have your dentures in. And to get me some the Reese's with the white chocolate Reese's. No, I'm not racist. Oh, and I've been making art. Oh. Yeah, shooting with Bill. Yeah. Who's it? Jason North Face. He come by and we were shooting guns, shooting a shotgun and stuff, and shooting a 45. And I think he had a 9mm or something. I don't know. But yeah, we were popping off cans and stuff. And Jackal, you know, he doesn't go very far, and then he's back in 20 minutes. Sometimes he goes a half mile away over to visit the neighbors over here and visit their dogs, Jake and stuff. Jack and Jake. Well, that was fun. Now I got some things to find with my with my metal detector. What I have 9 in there or something, and I hit the target with 3 of them. That's all that matters, you know. If that was a if that was a terrorist or something, would have had him. I do is, you know, 15%. If you get 15% on target, you done the job. And somebody's talking about me on Facebook. Man, how many tons of gold are hidden in the rock? Where in the area where the treasure is, there's 30 million. Well, they said it was 30 million in gold. I think that was 200 years ago. It was 30 million. Right now, it's probably 30 billion in gold in the search area. Treasure Mountain. Treasure Mountain is named for the LeBlanc treasure. It's 300 Frenchmen were mining gold up here, and this was Spanish territory. You know, the French were in Louisiana territory and Kansas and stuff, and they came over here into Spanish territory and were taking the gold from the hills, and the Spaniards learned about it from the Indians, and the Indians and the Spaniards hunted down all 300 of these Frenchmen, i.e. the Frenchman's tombstone. There were hundreds of these graves. You know, it's a clue to hint of riches new and old. And treasure's bold because treasure is boldly printed on the map. It says treasure. Where do you find treasure? Where it says treasure on the map. And that's just too simple for idiots. Too simple for idiots. And the idiots got to complicate it and make it mean all kinds of other things when bold print, treasures bold, treasures in bold print, Treasure Mountain. Treasure Falls is in bold print in red. I think it's in red, isn't it? I'll look on the topo map. I'll get the topo map and I'll show you the Treasure Mountain topo map. Fenn and maps, and you get in the right folder. Topo, and go down to where's no, no, where's my map of that? Why does it make it hard for me to find when I'm looking for it? That might be it. Yeah, that's it. Well, there's the part of the map I wanted to look at. No, I need the one next to it for that. But let me get that up there, and plus zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. What did I just knock over? Oh, come on, switch around. There we go. Treasures bold. Treasures boldly printed on the map. Freaking thing. Come on, focus. Okay. They do not want me to be able to focus on anything. YouTube or they screw your phone. What does a hacker do? They hack things so they don't work properly. And I'm telling it to focus, and it refusing to focus. So to go up there and focus on that dead screen, maybe it'll. And I'm pulling back to focus, forward to focus. Okay, well, we'll just do it that way. And right there, you see Continental Divide, Treasure Mountain Trail. And that's what it is. Why is it? Yeah, that says Treasure Mountain Trail. It goes up to Treasure Mountain, and you know what they say about Treasure Mountain? It's the mountain shaped like a hat. It's shaped like a hat. When you look at it from Wolf Creek Pass, from the pull off at the Wolf Creek Pass, it looks like a hat. It looks like a cowboy hat. So that's his clue about the hat. There we go. Now it's why is it focused now, huh? Look at that focus. Couldn't do that earlier. So let's see. And I've been up. That is not a road there. This line is the Continental Divide. And look, there's a spring. But that spring is way up high. It's 11,000 something. There's another spring, you know. And so the water comes out of the mountain and starts the creek, you know. And that's the top of Wolf Creek, the Wolf Creek Interpretive Site. So, yeah, I bet you what's fun, if you go up Wolf Creek Pass, you take this road and it goes up here and goes up here. Goes around and goes, and up here is the radio tower, the Lobo Outlook. Lobo, because wolf is Lobo. No place for the meek is, Lobo, big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? And who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The three little pigs and Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense, you know. No place for the meek. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. And what, he lived in a wood house. And the biddies lived in a brick house. There's a straw man who lived in the straw house. Who is the straw man? The scapegoat, the invisible. I think Doug Preston could be the straw man. He's the guy living in the straw house. And, yeah. Wilderness boundary. I think you're not supposed to. You're supposed to stay out of wilderness areas like that. That's like some UN thing or something, you know. And it's like, shit, man, you gotta know where you can't track me like that. I can go out there and nobody know I'm out there. As long as you don't start a fire, they ain't gonna find you. As if staying there, you probably not know. Yeah. You got to recognize the signs and the symbols, because how are you going to recognize what's a blaze? It's a symbol, symbolically a blaze, and where he crashed his airplane, where his F-100 crashed into halfway up 1,000-foot karst. And that's the other thing. Why did he call it a karst? Why did he call it a karst? He did say that they a lot of people here would call it a bluff or a butte, right? A butte, a bluff, something like you know, it's rocks sticking straight up. So that's what a karst is. The rocks stick. It's a cliff or a butte. But the other meaning for the word karst is a bluff, and we're playing poker. He deals you 4 cards and a joker, and you play whether you like it or not, even if it's a bluff. Innerfoot Hill. Yeah. I like where he parked, Park Creek. That's a good one too. You know, Park Creek. I go up there, and people were wondering where was that thing with the father on the tree in the memorial that I did a short video of that a week ago or whatever, and that's on Park Creek. Oh my. But I'm pretty sure, now think of this, Forrest would not want the government getting their hands on it, right? Yet presumably everybody thinks it's on. Most people, the consensus is not national park, not BLM, but national forest, right? But Forrest likes to put things on BLM. Why? Because it irritates the government or something. But he wouldn't want the government finding his treasure chest. So having it on federal land, physically having it there in physical federal land, there's an opportunity for the government to find it and take it. Yeah, he rented it. It's in a rented spot, Steve. You're GTA, Steve, GTA, yeah. He rent it's on a rented shelf in the basement of the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. The basement is not a structure. The basement is a foundation. The structure is on top of the foundation. It's like a poem has foundation and structure. um, it's nugs from my neighbor. I don't know what type it is. My neighbor is like, it was like $80 for over an ounce. So that lasts me more than a month. I know people that can drink $35 a night, 34 or nowadays probably drink $70-$80 a night. Back when all you young millennials. When I was in my early 20s and we'd go out to the bar, the cocktails were $2. And you could usually get a beer for $1. Nowadays, you're paying $5, $6 for a beer and $7-$8 for a cocktail. It ain't worth drinking. Yeah, these are good nugs. I haven't found many seeds, and I got my seeds in here. I gotta go plant a few of them, so I don't have to spend any money on it. All these people, it costs this much money to grow that stuff, and all bullshit. That's an excuse. It doesn't cost that much. A little water that you were going to use anyhow. It's raining on my search area. I can go outside a sec here. Take it outside. I might have to get a clip of that. You see, over there is the rainstorm. That's my search area. Where that rain cloud is over there. Maybe it would be better because we're kind of pointed into the sunshine if I put the camera back here. Then we got Mount Blanca. And let me check my battery so we don't go. I'm 89%. I can stream a little out here and then bring it in and plug in. But the peak of the mountain is 10 miles from here. The start of the slope is 7 miles from here. So that's how close I'm fairly close to Mount Blanca. And there's actually, you can see several peaks up there, 14,000 foot peaks. There's like 6 of them up there going across that ridge there, and then the sand dunes are right there. Right up there is the sand dunes. It's the Great Sand Dunes. And Forrest talks about coming over Colorado Springs. I'll do it this way. Coming out of Colorado Springs, somewhere way up there, and flying down and over the sand dunes, and then over to 285, and then follow 285 to Santa Fe. Well, he probably went over the sand dunes and found Highway 17 and went, because 285 comes down through Monte Vista and then comes over to Alamosa. But 17, you take 17 from Moffett straight down to Alamosa, and 285 is kind of out of the way through Sawgosh. It goes through 2 extra towns. you know, because there's like nothing way up. I'll do this a little bit. Up there is Mount Ouray, and if you go over that pass up there, you come down into the Arkansas River Valley, where the Arkansas River is, but it doesn't come down here like Toby said. It flows through the Royal Gorge and through Pueblo. Toby was, oh yeah, oh, it looks like it goes through Walsenburg. You didn't look at the map. Toby is not a good map reader at all. If he thinks that he thought the Arkansas River flowed into the Rio Grande, and he was corrected. And then, and then he looked at the map and it goes through Walsenburg. No, it doesn't go through Walsenburg. Toby, you dumb fuck. It goes through Pueblo. It cuts through cuts the Royal Gorge. It goes through Pueblo and it goes across Kansas, Oklahoma, and into Arkansas, and ends at the Mississippi River. It's one of the major tributaries of the Mississippi River. So that the Arkansas River flows into the Mississippi, which goes into the Gulf of Mexico, and the Rio Grande, which is about 10 miles southwest of me here, it goes down to the straight to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, kind of around the, the Horn of Texas down there, the Rio Grande. What do they call it? The Rio Grande Basin or something? Yeah. Some of you might be new and ain't seen the back of my RV. It's the Clovis Queen up here. You see, where's my finger? It's hard for me to see my screen. Oh, there's an eye, and there's an eye. But yeah, see if I go a little further away. There, that makes it easier to see. That's called. I call her the Clovis Queen, and she's right next to. She's 100, 200 feet from Moses. She's up that little gulch. It's a box canyon. Not really a box canyon because it's more like an access ramp to get to the top of the formation there. Jack! He's chasing rabbits. I think he was out here when I just came out. Happy rice. Good. Wow, man. See, my stream. They stop. Somebody hacks me so that my chat doesn't flow. It stops. And find a keyword. I think that's what we are looking for. Actually, a key. Yeah, the key is Moses. Moses is the key. He said, I keep repeating it. Jenny Kyle's thing, the Forrest Fenn quote. There's my good boy, huh? Yeah. His quotes, he says, success is an omnipotent guru. Only place in his books, only time he ever called anybody an omnipotent guru was Leo Salazar, who 80 miles from here down in Taos was the wood carver who carved Moses. And he's an omnipotent guru because he knows where Moses received the 10 Commandments. And the wooden Moses is a copy of the stone one where Moses received the 10 Commandments at Forrest Fenn's special place. and finding that and I think it could be you either had to find Moses Well, you had to find the Buffalo Cowboy car. Now, I don't know. Let's see how much battery. 80%. So we only use 9%. But I'm getting my the camera stand from in here, and we're going out to my studio out here. That was amazing that those bullets didn't go through that tablet. Jeez. Made some holes in that bucket. They'll rust. My recording studio. There. Now, how kind of view we got? Let's see. Just down a little bit. There we go. Now this is the Buffalo Cowboy car. This is a 50 caliber bullet hole here. It's not a 50 caliber. It's actually like a 38 hole or so. Maybe 9mm 38 or something. Something small came in the other side and blew this big hole out of here. But if you go to the Buffalo Cowboys story, and the one car, the lower picture on the page, there's a bullet hole. This is the cow. And on that car, it's got the bullet hole over here because the picture was coming from that side and couldn't see, But that's subtle. That's what subtle means. It's not the same place. It's like this. It's a Model A found in the D of the word wood. So he prayed for D's, but if you can find that D, you get an A. I got a Model A. Buffalo Cowboy car is a Model A. Father on the Banco, that car, he's sitting on the back of a Model A. Georgia O'Keeffe, she did her paintings from the back of her Model A. That's three. So 3 Model A's stories, And then his car, his 35 Plymouth, he named it the Bullet. Why did he call it the Bullet? Right? Did he really call it the Bullet then? Or did he call it the Bullet for the story? We don't know. Get my thing out here. All right. Well, that's better that direction, huh? So, Blue oyster call. Don't fear the reaper. Don't fear the reaper, Forrest. You know that you can come back and do it again. Come back and reclaim the treasure. That's what I'm doing for you. Yeah. I was Forrest in a past life. That's how I was in the right place at the right time for everything to get pictures of Moses and some of the figures like Moses. You can only get a picture of Moses at winter solstice. Looking at, there's parts of that. One of the things I'm going to use my stimulus for is finish paying the taxidermist for Togo. And I'm going to use, I got his old cage here with his perch in it. And I'm going to take that out and clean the perch up, sand it and varnish it and stuff, and then bring it to the taxidermist with my piece of petrified redwood. See, my parking area here, it used to had this little circle of lights around it, real close to the car and the burn barrel. And I just this last 2 weeks, I cleared this area out, and so that I got more parking area. I could put another RV here, or I'm thinking I'm gonna clear more of the area up to here, and I'm gonna keep my generator inside that shed to block noise and stuff, and run a power line, because so the other thing I'm getting with the stimulus is a 4,000 watt generator, so I can run my oxygen concentrator and shit at night. Oh, but oh, there's my casings, big things, 45. Boy, those were hot. 1, 2, only 1, 2, 3, silver 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that was 8 shots. Had 8 bullets in there. Oh, and I show you the holes it made in my tin. Look at that. It went through here, and look where they went through this thing, and they threw it. Look, bam, bam. This is a broiler pan from a stove. Boom, boom. Oh, so it went through. It went through this metal, then this, and then this, and it's somewhere in the dirt here. There should be some slugs right here in the dirt. Oh, there's one. Look. There's one that hit the Lenovo. Wow. I knew one that they would just fall right there. You didn't spread out like it was supposed to. That was a hollow point. I'm gonna go sit down. I'm running out of air. I just climbed a little hill yesterday, day before yesterday, when I went and flew the drone. I flew into a tree, flew it right into a juniper tree going sideways. There, plug the power back in. Now my skin is chilled from going outside. Yeah, I paid $80 for an ounce and a quarter. Twiggy tea. June Cleaver, huh? Where's Wally? See, Skippy is Wally. Forrest is the beaver. Ah, beautiful. Very close to Google satellite path. Beautiful. So, gosh. The neighbor pronounced it for me. I can't remember how it's pronounced. Yeah, it does pass Texas Creek, but Texas Creek is in Colorado. It's not in Texas. Toby is on. He was talking about the Arkansas River. I'm recapping these comments here. Yeah. Toby's over the wrong hill. I'm talking about Texas State Streak in Colorado before we get to Colorado Springs. Yeah, and the Oh, the Lonesome Dove had a ranch near Pueblo or near Florence, Colorado. That's along the Arkansas River. And that's Quanah Parker stuff. Nice print. What print? That's a wrap, whatever they call them, on the back of your home. Okay, that's how far back I am on the comments, back to where I was behind the RV. It's just west of yeah, I got pictures of all those rocks too. I before I got onto this area, I was up there near Salida and stuff. If you watch my videos from, was it 2016, before August of 2016, I was searching up that Arkansas River Valley and along Bighorn Canyon. That's Bighorn Canyon. That's the other thing. The Arkansas River comes out of Salida. Salida means exit. It's where the Arkansas River exits the Arkansas River Valley. And the headwaters of the Arkansas. Salida is the exit for the headwaters of the Arkansas to cross over into Pueblo. And it cuts right through a mountain. From here, how many miles is Warm Waters Halt? Warm Waters Halt is Pagosa Springs. That halt's 1,000 feet down in the hot, steamy, muddy bottom. Boom, simple. Guru, that is. Yeah, an omnificent guru. And when I looked that up, there's a picture with this, Indian guru guy with a glowing ball of light. His head's just a glowing ball of light. And I took a picture. I did one video, and I thought I was blocking the sun with my head from the camera. I thought my shadow was going to block the sun out of the picture, but the sun wrapped around my head, engulfed me in the light of the sun. And my picture looked like the guru's picture, and it looked like the Forrest Fenn he's standing in front of that tapestry on his wall with the sunburst behind him. Temple Creek. Yeah, I like that wall in Cotopaxi. The canyon. And really, I should go up there and get some new pictures because the only ones I had were from before I had my Nikon. Filter hole. That's not a bullet. No, that was a bullet hole in it. The filler hole was the big one, and the bullet hole was the small one. Do I have to go back out there and show you the bullet hole again? 3 comes up a lot. Yeah, but you got to keep narrowing it down, 9, 6, 3, and the next step would be 1, the one spot. The treasure's in one place. It's not in 3 places. The 3 marbles are a clue, Where'd my marbles go? Boy, I'm never ever gonna have problems with that Lenovo again. What kind of memory card did I have in it? Where is my... No, that's just... I got a magnifier. There's magnifying glass. I was looking for my jeweler's loop. 64 gigabyte saved from that piece of crap Lenovo. And I got something to put it in. Where'd that go? Right there. Put it right in there. Beep. No, is that all right? No, that's there. Fits right in there. See, I got another one right there. Is that little USB thingy? You could put 2 memory cards on it. The micro and the big one. You got that for my old XP computer I got that doesn't have SD slots. Okay, Colorado Springs, blah blah. There's a huge water diversion project around Leadville. Where? Oh. Well, you know where a bigger one is, water diversion. Where is it coming out? On I think on along 285, there's a tunnel coming out of the mountain on the right side of the road. It's all caged off and all because it's a water tunnel. I think it's near Bailey or something. It's between Bailey and them other towns just west of Bailey. Bailey has a Bigfoot museum too, if you want to go there. And but there's a tunnel coming out of the mountain, and it's maybe 10 feet around, and it's all graded off, so you can't get in there or whatever, because it goes all the way through the freaking mountain to Frisco Lake, to over by Frisco and Dillon and stuff. It goes across the Continental Divide and takes water from the west side of the Continental Divide and diverts it to the east into the rivers on the east, keeping it from going to California. Network news. Have a good day. Yep. Have a good day, June. Oh, she's been gone, I guess. That's crazy. Good day, JC. Why did Forrest Fenn do 1,000 copies of Thrill Chase? Because I think he wanted to meet the first 1,000 searchers. Maybe. Well, you got to start somewhere. I don't know if my book has sold 1,000 copies yet, and I've had it out since 2007. You know, you have to read a terrain map. They would be much better off. Hello, all. Yeah. Hey, Lost History, Hidden Treasures. Hello. Hey, Doug. How's things up there in Canuckaland? Searchers knew how to read terrain maps. Yeah. I was a Boy Scout. I made it up to I made it up to Life Scout, but I didn't make it to Eagle Scout because my Scoutmaster, Mormon asshole, Stan Dolan, need me in the back of the leg, real hard. Need me in the back of the leg because I bought a candy bar on Sunday, and I said, fuck this shit. I'm not hanging out with this asshole. I was just a kid. Now, what else we missed? Have a good day, June. Yeah. 22. The Magic 22 Watchers. Yeah, I picked through. Oh, where is it? Get that one out. That one looks nice. See, that one looks real nice. That's what they call a flower. I just cleaned my desk off yesterday. when You get a lot of crumbs from this stuff, No death, and we're still in a lockdown. Don't fear the Reaper. Yeah, was gone for a bit. My phone rang. Yeah, that's okay. Whoopee. I don't have a lot of trouble with people. There's not many people I have trouble with. Jimmy Fast, I noticed he was in Davio. I can't understand people being he's going around accusing people of having syphilis and shit, and it ain't true, and that's vicious. That's pure vicious. That ain't funny, you know. You wouldn't like it if you said it about you, would you? It's funny because he's saying it about somebody else. But think if it was you being said, you know. I say things about Toby because he already fucked me in the ass. Blocked me and accused me of, accused me of personally, or Shelley accused me of personally insulting her. Toby went along with it, and all I said was the gypsies lack imagination. I didn't say that Shelley has genital warts or anything like that, like what Jimmy Fast types of things Jimmy Fast likes to say. I didn't say that. I said the gypsies lack imagination, and Bill Gorman's banished from the earth forever. Write me and ask for forgiveness, and we'll let you back in the chat. I call in and ask for forgiveness. No, it's deleted and removed. Bill Gorman never asked for forgiveness because he deleted it, and there's no evidence of it anymore. I should have downloaded that video when it right after it happened, before he deleted it. Yeah, how's it gonna look? Well, yeah, they're gonna have to crawl back in their little hole and stick there to their COVID form thing and talk about a virus that was a big scam. I mean, we have these 3,000 people. We don't know what they died from, but we're going to put them in the list of dying from COVID-19. Look at the numbers for New York are way out of proportionate from the rest of the country. Somebody's exaggerating it. That's why, because their curve is much greater than anybody else's curve. 90% of the reported cases are in New York. 90% for the whole nation. And they're not 90% of the population. Why is it not 90%? Because they're politicizing it. They're trying to make Trump look bad by reporting all these, guy died in a car wreck. Well, we tested him, he had corona, so the coronavirus made him swerve off the road and crash into the tree. Yeah, that's right. My family, the reason they came on a Mayflower is they were told, either you leave and go over there or we're going to hang you. Your only way to live is to get the hell out of England and go over to America and start these colonies. That's your only choice, is go start the colonies for us. Yeah, the Rogers too. The Gorman and my family came here in 1747. Yeah, see, the stuff's been around. It's not code. No, you just have a previous code. They're classifying any COVID as COVID-19. The common cold is like COVID-1 or something. If you have the common cold, they're going to say you have COVID-19. And the cold can lead to pneumonia, and just like it's always been. There's been no difference. But the one thing it did do, the stay-at-home stuff, it has saved 40,000 traffic fatalities had been prevented because of the virus. And what, 20,000 people have died from the virus. So in a net, we got 20,000 more people alive now than before it. Than would have, it would have died in a car wreck, I watch these car chases and some of the assholes running from the cops, crashing into all kinds of people. And I think that if anything, they sprayed us with that shit early this year. That's what killed Togo. I've seen other people's their parrot their parrot was having breathing problems and all that. It's because they fumigated the whole country with it, and that's why they knew they'd find some cases. Yeah, it's $2 here. It sucks. 209, I think it was when I got it the other day. Where the hell did there it is. Get a drink too. I do that. I'm looking under my griddle to the back burner where the teapot is, make sure the wind coming in the door ain't blowing the flame out. It's on so low that if it did, with the door open and all, they ain't gonna build up any fumes in here. Yeah, I'm looking. If I gotta get the oxygen concentrator, I'm thinking my gas heater might be a problem, and so I'm looking at with the generator. I'm going to have 4 700-watt oil radiator heaters in different parts of the RV, and they'll be on thermostats, so they'll come on and off, and the generator can run all 4 of them all at the same time, but it'll probably only have to run a couple of them at a time. Probably set some for lower temperatures than the others. Like pot bill at 10% to 30%. Pot bill. Are we talking flower pots or pot? And the wind just carries it right on out the window over here. Yeah, and I don't know if some maybe not to see the last video. Yep, I didn't put the other strap on. This isn't tied, and the first time, all you gotta do, you tie this one time when you get it. You can get these at Cool Critters. Cool Critters on Etsy, and it's a reversible. So on the inside it's a camo on this side, and a 420 on this side. So just send her a message and tell her you want the 420 mask. She can make. I think her Etsy shows some other one, not the 420 one, but I'm sure she can get you the 420 mask. That's Jess, Joe Sheeran's daughter. There, I get this on. Get that over my ears. Oh, where do I want to go? I'm missing a slot there on my ear. Oh, there now. So now I'm yeah, you see, it's got nice. Let's show you up close there. Yeah. That's the 420 mask. I got to send a picture to JJ Kitchen. uh, oh, this is another color. It's just a scene. Okay. Well, I don't need to wear the mask. I was just showing it to you, and you get them at Cool Critters. Cool Critters, Etsy's. If you search for Cool Critters, Etsy, you find it. Find her page, and you can. She's got the little gremlin things, and what are those? The tribbles from Star Trek and stuff. She got tribbles and gremlins and Wuhan bats and stuff, little fur toys, stuffed animals. And she made. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? For real, man. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is, under my hat. I gotta hang him up yet. The Togo. So yeah, she made the Togo too. That's a nice reminder of him. I won't get Togo back from the taxidermist until probably February next year. But I'm going to finish paying for him with the stimulus, and I got to get my petrified redwood I have out there. The side that's burnt by the forest fire, I'm going to polish that side and see if I can get. I don't have to do it right away, but I'll have a hole drilled in the top and a post coming up with the perch and the Togo sitting on top of that piece of big 35-pound piece of petrified redwood. It'll probably be 30 pounds after grinding it. I'll probably take 5 pounds off, and I'm going to have some slice. Maybe I can get a couple thin slices off the bottom to make some plates of redwood plates. 22. I should get 22, even when those other people are streaming too. But they're just playing poker. That's nothing to do with it, That's a gambling, and who knows why K-Pro. You know why K-Pro lost her place? Poker. She didn't pay the rent. She spent it on poker. Spent it gambling. And help replenish what I lost at the casino, and flying back and forth across country, that ain't cheap either. I'm looking for my brush. I can't find my brush. Oh well. Now I have one good tablet and one dead one. But that's amazing how that thing impacted the Lenovo tablet. That's one of the ones I said it hit the tablet and it just sat there. That's what. Yep. It didn't even flatten out. Boom! Bounced right off that tablet. I don't drink. Drinking really messes with my system. I'm looking for my brush still. I want to comb my hair, but I'll just put my hat on. That'll fix it. It's like Zorro. This nice hat I got. It was $20. I'm sure you can't. It was like used but very new. And I bet it's $100 hat. A new, because it's got the lining inside and all to help keep the sweat from coming through the hat and ruining the hat. And it was in really good shape when I got it. If we could just get on the same page, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of having a party. Let's see. Oh, not around the 4th of July. I gotta look at a calendar. Because, Femboree's postponed as far as we know. And June would be good. That's a good time. Like June 6th and 7th. We'll have a gathering June 6th and 7th near South Fork. And yeah, it'd be a really neat spot. It's a place that well, if you got pets, you need to keep them on a leash there because it's close to a road and stuff, and you don't want your pets getting run. It's a place I keep Jack on a leash there. But it needs to be scoured over. I've never posted my video I was making. It was near where the Buffalo Cowboy car is, and I come up and I looked at, there was one of them trees that fell and the roots are all. Hey, Sean. The roots were all sticking up and stuff, but there was some holes in them roots and stuff, and the sun came through and it hit these aspen leaves that were deep underneath the roots in the dark, and it was lit up like glowing gold, And I was, yeehaw! And I got down there and said, "Where the fuck is it? It's just aspen leaves? What the fuck?" Wow, really? Well, apparently at the flip side, it blocked me because I can't see his comments. I don't know why. I get sick of hearing K-Pro. People don't want to hear K-Pro's name, Sean. We don't want to hear somebody going K-Pro, 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 K-Pro. Let me kiss your butt, K-Pro. No, we don't want to hear that. We don't give a shit about K-Pro. She bans people like me and J.A. Street and other people from participating in the conversation. We have to have our own conversations on our page. Yeah. I try not to hold grudges, Sean. But yeah, I had to turn you off because you were saying K-Pro about once a minute. Shameful in my book. That whole Las Vegas group that they're all buddies with DeCall, who made very vile insults and untrue statements about me. Yeah. I like you, Sean. You're one of the ones that are more reasonable and sensible. You even had me on and stuff. Those people don't even give me a chance to have a conversation. A house husband, when I started talking about the treasury, he's you got to shut up. You got to shut your mouth, Gorman. You did, and wouldn't let me talk about the treasure, you know. So, and when people, you know, uh, throw me out of the party, don't allow me to be part of the conversation and participate like the others, then of course I'm not going to like them at all. They shut me off. They won't let me. They won't let me have my 5 minutes. Not even a minute. Uh, Cowling and K-Pro, I was supposed to be on that first marathon at 9 p.m. I was going to be on at 9 p.m. And they had Susie on at 8. And at 9 p.m. Fuck Gorman. We're going to let Susie go for another hour, you know? Because if you got a pute down there, you're bringing money in. You're going to bring us money because you got to, yeah. you know? Yeah, I liked Susie until she took Jimmy Fast's side, thinking Jimmy Fast saying, "Oh, Gorman has syphilis." That's so funny, Jimmy. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, fuck you, Jimmy. Fuck you, Jimmy. Stuff it up your ass. I'd got 4x4 up your ass, and then stick you out in the desert and let you dry out, you bastard. you know. I might be on 7 tonight. Still need to do more testing. Okay. Eugene, you got to come down here. Yeah, I went out flying my drone in my search area day before yesterday. There are people out there with their RVs, boondocking out there. They might have shut down some campgrounds, but a lot of people don't know how to do things free. Go boondocking. There's BLM and National Forest, and I know lots of beautiful places to boondock around here. Oh, yeah. The Forrest still straightening it out, and when I have the treasure, all them people that wouldn't let me talk, wouldn't let me have a slot, wouldn't interview me, all those people aren't going to get interviews. Sean would get an interview because Sean tries, like he said, he tries to stay on the level. Yeah. Oh, I got room for an RV here too. The reason I'm still normally, this time of year, I'd be over there but because of all this stuff, I don't want to be out there and have them tell me you got to take it back home. And so I'm safe here. And I got room to park another RV here, room turnaround and all that shit. And I'm making more room. I'm clearing out this whole corner here. I'm clearing out this one, about an acre part of that I want to clear it and down to the dirt with no cactus and stuff to run over. And yeah, I can show you some amazing stuff. You go, holy shit. Well, one of the things I considered to get with the stimulus was one of them Nikon Coolpix something 1000. It'll zoom to 3000 millimeter. I mean, that's more powerful than my telescope. I like beef jerky. And some people go, "You chew beef jerky with your dentures?" Yep. Yeah, but I think we'll have a picnic up at this there are tables and stuff, banquet tables. Forrest Fenn's banquet table is a picnic table. Well, my family did live in Wilkes-Barre. Scratch my nose. Oh. And I have to go lightly. I can't go because that septum is still healing. It's not 6 weeks yet. I'm at like 5 weeks since I had the sinus surgery, and they cut a big chunk of my septum out. And one of the things I had to do before I started was do my sinus rinse, because and then I was trying to start, and I looked down and gush of waterfall come out of my nose. Oh, yeah. So I went to set this up with Verizon, right? Because I want to be able to stream on it. Then I'd have 2 Verizon devices. They each have their own connection to the 4G. And so I'll be able to use my telephone for, I got my reflection in there. I can use the phone for doing my stream, and I can have somebody else who's streaming on here, say Davio, and we can see each other, and or I can have somebody on Skype on here, and I'll have this on something to hold it, and you'll be able to see them, and I'll clean the screen too. Get some fingerprints off it. It's a little scratched up. Bink. Yeah. So yeah, this will be my secondary video machine, and I'm glad I killed that Lenovo. Did everybody see the Lenovo shooting? Executing the Lenovo. Where'd it go? Yeah. Lenovo. It ain't no good for data, but it's bulletproof. It stopped the bullet. So, you know, like in if you need the movie The Gauntlet, and he lined with all that steel around the bus to keep the bullets from coming. All you need to do is line the walls with the Lenovo tablets, because that's a 45. That's a 45. They bounced off. I might do a little short video if I gotta get a copy of my stream. That's the only one that went through because it was at the edge. It was at the edge of the PC board, and that's the edge of the PC board. So it went around that PC board and popped an exit hole, like the exit hole on the there's a firewall. Yeah, just put one of these in like right here, yeah, and you're bulletproof. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You know, you can put that in. You can make a coat with a bunch of pockets for tablets, and you got your bulletproof layer of protection. That surprised the shit out of me. I wonder if a regular metal jacket would have gone through, because that was a hollow point. And that's what happened when it hit the Lenovo tablet. It just bounced off. Oh yeah. How long have I been on? 150. Yeah, we'll do 2 hours. I don't want to be too long. But remember, I could be coming back. I'm gonna do midnight. If I have a spur of the moment thing, I'll do them at like midnight Mountain Time. M&M, Midnight Mountain Mammoth, Triple M, 369. But yeah, I'm running out of things to talk about here right now. Yeah, you too, Sean. try to not focus so much on what K-Pro says. We know what K-Pro. We watch K-Pro. We know what she's. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Went by the Mammoth Parade yesterday, or it was day before yesterday, Friday, when I went to the mail. Oh, and I'll show you. Let me show you what I got. That Chinese wind turbine I got, the thing that spins around up on my roof, the red thing with the red fins. That thing doesn't make any electricity. I looked up on the internet how you take a Samsung brushless motor from a washing machine and you can turn it into a generator. And so I got me one of this is going to be my wind generator. How much electricity do you think that'll make? Yeah, there's instructions on the internet how to, you got to rewire it. Sean's married. He don't need chicks. Yeah. Yeah. So the fins on it and all, this plate will mount up under the fins, and this hole in the middle, the round generator that's on this should fit right through that hole right there. And then I got to make mountain brackets, and I got to have it perfectly centered and stuff. And oh, hopefully I don't have to put bigger fins on for the wind to turn the thing. But these, they don't have to turn much to make a lot of electricity. And I've seen people with these, and I've seen one guy, he has a video, and it was making so much electricity that it melted. And so what, all the wraps of wire on each of these, if that's the case that they get too hot and melt, you got to reduce the number of wraps on here so that it doesn't make so much electricity and get so hot. Yeah, this would be a badass wind. It'll make my wind generator work. And the thing is, when I sat it in there, it doesn't want to fall out because it's all magnets holding it in there. There's some super strong stuff. And this edge, if you ever get one of these, this edge here, is razor sharp. It's very sharp. You can cut yourself on it. So I got to make my 5-hole. I got 5 blades on the wind turbine, and I got to put 5 holes in this to screw it up underneath the blades. And so the middle part with all these coils will be fixed and not moving. And this outer pie tin thing with the magnets, it'll be on the blades spinning around the other part. But this thing, it's got to weigh 30 pounds. It's heavy because it's a lot of copper and magnets and yeah, we'll see how that goes. See how long it takes me to get that done. I got to pull the thing off the roof and start working on it. Next time Fenn hides the treasure in time. Yeah, if he put it out in the take the out in the forest or BLM, the government, the FBI is looking for it. Probably the CIA too. Toby's NSA. Once what do they say? But once they're CIA, they're always CIA. They're CIA forever. Oh, Brown, huh? Brown. Doc Brown. No, Doc Brown. No, the Brown is David Jennings Brown, who owned Bootjack Ranch. Where'd my Bootjack go? That's Bootjack. Double Omega's Bootjack Ranch. And was owned by David Jennings Brown. Forrest stated that there's so many acres of federal land and that anybody only deserves 2.086 acres. That's, I think, the size of Forrest Fenn's lot, where his house is. He's got about a 2-acre lot where his house is. Anybody only deserves that much land, but David Jennings Brown, who owns Bootjack Ranch, is 3,500 acres of some of the most pristine. Sean, you know what it's like there in that valley by Treasure Falls, that valley, when you come down to that overlook and that big view, everything down there, that's Bootjack Ranch. And David Jennings Brown died in 2013. He was dying in 2010 and had the property up for sale when Forrest sold the book, when Forrest put the book out. The property was up for sale and it sold in 2013 for $86 million or something. And now you can buy a 35-acre lot of that 3,500 acres. So 1/100th of that 3,000 is $5 million. Why would they want that gold just the federal government's look for the Buell treasure? That if there's $3 million sitting out there, the government's looking for it. And there are people using their government, or there are people maybe in those agencies using their resources to find it. And Forrest doesn't want the government getting a hold of it. So why would he have it on federal land at all? That's why it's in his will. Close this window so the air doesn't blow through because it's cooling off. Down to 60 in here, 51 outside. Yeah, that's a huge, and you know how pristine it all is. And you know how I got there, Sean? I was looking, he said it leads to the end of his rainbow, right? And I was looking for a rainbow trail up near Poncha Springs, and it came up with Rainbow Hot Springs there north of Bootjack Ranch. Look it up, Rainbow Hot Springs, Sean, north of Bootjack Ranch. You take it in the canyon down to the Tarry Road. It's put in below the home of Brown is where the first rock sculptures are up on the canyon wall there at Bootjack Ranch. Below the home of Brown is where the gypsies are up there. And they're the first campfire or blaze in the book is the gypsies. So the gypsies, and this girl dancing with her arm up like that is up on the canyon wall across the highway from the gate to Bootjack Ranch. She's up there. You see her about sunset up on the canyon wall, and some of the other girls dancing. And the other thing is see, Forrest is under there with his hands up to his chin, like he is in the lessons of first grade or something. His father or the Biddy's story or whatever, where he's the Rockwell. The Rockwell. A Rockwell is a rock wall. And Forrest said, I didn't know Rockwell did that. Had a copyright or whatever, because somebody put that thing on the canyon wall 14,000 years ago. So Rockwell didn't create it. Rockwell copied something ancient. Everything's already been written. Hey, Running Bear. Running Bear's here. Time to... Here you go, Running Bear. Oh. Running Bear came here from the Up Down Grow Lab. Now, Running Bear, I'll let you know about Bandolier. The guy died looking around Bandolier. What? The first guy that died looking for the treasure died near Bandolier. So, and Forrest said it's not there. He wasn't even near it. Puffins are extinct. Look out. See, what this is, boot jack, is you put the heel of your boot in there, you put your other foot on here, and you pull your boot off. You pull your foot out of the boot, and this holds your boot while you pull your foot out. And so this is the man, this is the woman, and the child end. So you turn it around. You use either end, depending on the size of your boot. But this is a nice boot jack. You won't find another boot jack like this one. and I was looking for, there's some kind of trademark on, I don't know, this thing. I don't know what but no, this is brass as far as I know. That'd be nice if it was gold. I think if it was gold, it wouldn't be so tarnished and stuff in here. Now, brass looks like gold. Yeah, it's 2 Omegas. 2 horseshoes. Omega. Branding iron. There's other designs in here and stuff. Yeah, David Jennings Brown was a billionaire who built Silicon Valley. He was a Silicon Valley developer. So he built AMD, Intel, and I worked on some of those buildings. I did temperature controls on some of them when I was an temperature controls electrician back in 1979. Way back, I was an electrician, and it was IBEW. It's getting too cold to have the door open. But let's go out here for a second. Anyhow, close the door. Oh, it is raining. I'm getting drizzles on my phone. So now you see Blanket Peak, and it's snowing up there. Snowing up on top. And there's rain down here. But sand dunes are right about in there. So I just come out to show you how the weather's developing. And my search area is still over there and all that mess. Great. Yeah. So, yeah, my parking area used to end right here. And I extended it all over here. So I have room for running my Will Toys 4-wheel drive RC car. It's ramp for jumping. But somebody's thought I was showing the gas filler hole on the Buffalo Cowboy car, and it's got a bullet hole. So you put the gas in here, and this is the bullet hole, and it goes through that way. So, but you see, I use the gas filler for the O above, and I should probably clean that paint off, let it rust again, and then get somebody to paint it pro. But it was and Forrest thought I should, when I put on eBay, and you see, this is where the windshield go across. The windshield would be across here, and the driver would be sitting right there. You see, this is the gas gauge here, and it's on a quarter tank. That's the gas gauge. This is where the steering shaft would go through here. But I had it on eBay, and Forrest said, somebody might sue you for making a false claim. You don't have any proof that's not yet. I don't have the proof yet, do I, Forrest? But the proof is coming. This is braving in the wood. You had to be brave to lasso that buffalo, right? Or somebody that was brave. Okay, get my point. Is that a nail? What a nail. Look at that. Man, that's a huge nail. You had to be brave to lasso that buffalo, and it was worth getting wet and walking home 4 miles in the cold. See green rocks. I like green rocks. Oh man, look, my window's down. I gotta put my window up. They locked my phone up. I couldn't do anything. It wouldn't reconnect and wouldn't do anything. I tried turning off YouTube, restarting it, no, so I had to shut the phone off. So I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. I just thought I'd come back on and say goodbye. I lost everybody that was watching mostly. So I'll talk to you all later. See you maybe Thursday or when I do after a midnight stream. Hey, Joe. I was just coming back on because I got some hacker blocked my signal and shut down my YouTube. YouTube all froze up. Ended my, because I was on for 2 hours. I got this is when you go back and play, it'll be over 2 hours. And now it's saying minus 52.54, and it's counting down like it's playing back. I don't know what's going on. So YouTube's messed up. And I plugged Cool Critters again, Joe. I told them if they want the 420 mask, they can get them from her. She's got the other mask on there, but I told them if they request the 420 mask, they could probably get it. Sorry, I missed it. See, yeah. I was on, and I went out to the shed to the Buffalo Cowboy car thing, and I was coming back. My window was down and on my car, and I was going to come in and get the key. And when I looked at the phone, it said reconnecting, and the circle going around, and it wouldn't reconnect. YouTube was like locked up, and I had to turn my phone off, restart it, go live, resume, and I'm back. But yeah, I was just coming back to sign off and say see you next time. And I'm coming up with a way that I could have a conversation with other searchers over Skype on my and I have my tablet like here with somebody on Skype and be doing that if I can. It cost me $10 a month to have the tablet hooked up direct to the 4G without tethering. Yeah, that's who does the hacking. There's hackers out there. They hack. They stop the chat from the chat things flowing and showing, and it'll stop. Yeah, I can Skype you when I do that. I got to get the Verizon was out of stock. The whole corporation out of stock for SIM cards for tablets. I had a SIM card. I had it in there. Oh, that SIM card's invalid for that device. This one's only good for a phone. You have to have a SIM card for a tablet, but it's the same size. It's like, what the hell? Why is there a difference? Because then maybe my tablet would take phone calls. Huh? Yeah. It's like this little camera here. This little 360 camera. It wants you to connect to it using Wi-Fi from your phone. And then it's like, I can't get to the internet. No shit. If I turn the Wi-Fi on the phone, then the internet to the cellular network is turned off because they think you're getting internet from your Wi-Fi. They think the phone thinks, oh, I'm getting internet from the camera. And the camera goes, where's the internet, phone? And the dumb fucks that engineered this stuff, oh, I didn't know that's how it works. They stupid fuckers. Camera should be 100% Bluetooth to the phone, and that way you can still get your internet from Wi-Fi or you won't need your Wi-Fi for the internet. If the phone is stealing the Wi-Fi, then the phone can't get the internet because the phone thinks that the camera's your Wi-Fi connection. People have their head in their ass. A lot of engineers do. A lot of searchers do too. So that's just the ripple of the leather. I like this hat. Goes with my plague doctor mask. Okay. This hat's made in Mexico. Oh, the camera's made in I got these I got two of them. But I use it for a dash cam. And and the thing, see, this is the charging base, right, that I'm holding on to. And if you drop it in there, see it? Did you see it spin? It's aligning with the charge connectors. See, those little copper things. It aligns with those, and it charges the phone, and that's the communication. And you can put it in 3 feet of water. So I could take this thing and put it in the creek, mount it on a brick or something, put it in the creek, and let it record for like an hour of 360 with the trout swimming by it and stuff. Yeah. Company control consumers. Yeah. The other way I could do this, if I don't really trust the waterproofness of it, so you could take it and put it onto because it's got the magnet, you see. So you put it on there in a jar, and then screw the jar on top of it, and then put it in the water. And then you're pretty waterproof safe, and you can still see underwater, and you're not gonna. I don't trust things that say they're waterproof. my metal detector was supposed to be waterproof, and the first time I stuck it in the water, then it started going beep 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 beep. It was screaming, and they had sent me out a new coil because the coil wasn't waterproof. Okay. And always new and improved. Damn. How much better can you get? Yeah, you can't keep improving it. You know, this is my old. My older 360 camera, and it has a lens on. It's a true 360. This one here only goes all the way around and down at an angle, like you know, so you can see all the way around, but you can't see straight down with that one. This one you can see straight. You can see everywhere, all the way around, and I put it on a it's got a quarter 20 in there. You know, you got a quarter 20 on the top of your walking stick, and that's how I did that one video with this on top of the walking stick, and went searching. And then, except it was in time lapse mode, and so when I played the video back, it was, you know, one frame a second instead of 30. And the reason I got this one was this one wasn't working. And when I plugged it to charge it, it wouldn't lighten up, or it was like, oh, okay, it's dead. So I got the other one, and then this one came back to life. So I do have my good 360, and it can hang them on the. I've flown the drone with this one mounted on top of the drone, and I've flown it with it mounted underneath the drone, hanging about a foot below the drone, so that the drone doesn't take up much of the picture. And you could look around, you could look up at the drone, you look straight down at the ground. And the one video I did over the river was where this girl had fallen in and drowned, and they were looking for her, and the rescue used my video to figure out where she could get lodged in the river, because my video was when the river was low, and she went in when the river was high, so they didn't know where the log jams were under the water and stuff. And they found her, I think, based on that video. They were able to pinpoint where she would get stuck, and they got her out. Because I know the sheriff deputy there. I sent him a link to the video and said, hey, here's a video. It might help you. Because I launched the drone right where, I did this drone flight like a year and a half before she fell in. And I launched from where she fell in. And I told the deputy, I said, they need to put a handrail around that rock. All kinds of people stop, and they go and they look and watch the churning river below them, or creek. And but it's really uneven and lumpy, and it's very easy to snag your toe and fall over and go in, and that's what happened. I think that's what happened to it. That's what because I could see that happening to somebody there. And it was right where I left. I had found a geocache right there, and I had taken a golden frog out of the geocache, and I put arrowheads in. I took a frog out, I put 3 arrowheads in. Yeah, maybe midnight. Somebody else was, I heard somebody else saying they were going to be on at 7. I think, was it Sean coming on at 7? No. Somebody was coming on at 7. And the reason I moved to 3 in the afternoon was because everybody pushed me out of the my 7 o'clock nights. You know, nobody wants me on any primetime hours. Yeah, so I'm gonna be the late show with the mammoth, the midnight mammoth. Where's my man? He's here somewhere. And I got, yeah, these are my, this is my Air Force. I did flew this one the other day. Why does it say minus? Oh, you know, I think YouTube changed it. You can only stream an hour or something like that because it's giving me a countdown, how much time I have left instead of how much time I've recorded. It's giving me 52 minutes, 42 seconds. So I've been on for 8 minutes after I restarted. They changed it, and I think long streams, they're ending the long streams. It looks like they're going to limit them to an hour, at least from the phone. I can't stream from my computer because the phone limits the tethering speed. And that's my only internet connection, is tethering. They think everybody has a house with hardwired internet. No, we don't, you know. I'm done. I've been on a couple hours. Hopefully they didn't lose the rest of my video. All right. Take it easy, J.A. and Lucy. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. And Quanah Parker and the Peyote Church. And Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And Shapes and Rocks. They all go together. See y'all.